What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do my 10,000 steps. I'm getting some in at the mall right now, as you can see. At Somerset, still rocking that old English D. You know, unfortunately, we lost. I hate to be the one to report it, but we lost. But you know what? We had a good run this season, and what was it? It was like in August, they had like a 0.02 chance of making the playoffs. And look what happened in such a short time period. They just went on a tear, turning the league upside down. So I'm not going to be sad that it's over. I'm going to be happy that it actually happened. So we'll see what happens next season. You know, congrats to the Tigers for turning a season that was a throwaway into a success, because this, for them, they haven't been in the playoffs in 10 years. So this is a successful season for them. They turned it around. They made some questionable trades at the deadline that panned out. So what can I say? But y'all, you know, I'm here at the mall, as I said. I'm at Somerset Collection, and it just got me to thinking about, you know, people spending money going broke trying to keep up appearances. You know, this is a mall that's in a well-to-do area. Let me get up and get to doing some more steps, because that's why I'm moving around, right? This is a mall that's in a well-to-do area, right? It's in Troy. You know, it's considered to be like a boutique mall. It's got two sides. If you're from Michigan, you know. If you're not from Michigan, try looking up Somerset Collection. It's got two sides to the mall. It connects by a skywalk, as they call it. So I see people around here, and it just makes me think about how much people come to the mall and just throw money away on things that they really don't need, things that they want. Now, I'm not saying you can't ever spend money on things that you want. You always have to buy things that you don't need. But I do always talk to you guys about being smart with your money. Just because something is shiny and new and looks cool, and you kind of got the urge, you want it, don't mean that you should pull the trigger. I'm walking by one of my favorite stores to shop at here, Macy's. You know, they've gotten quite a few dollars from me over the years, but they ain't getting no dollars from me today. So what do I mean about spending money to impress people? You know, I see all the time, ooh, wait a minute. Look at this here. That Pro Standard Lions hoodie. I wonder how much it is. See, stuff like that. That's a really dope hoodie. I would love to have it, and I could get it. I could get it right now. But do I really need it? I got plenty of sports merch. I got plenty of hoodies. It's hoodie season. I probably could find some way to justify purchasing it, but I'm not going to right now. I'm gonna just go ahead and chill. You know, this floor kind of noisy. It's noisier than it was, you know, on the level that I was just on. So I might go back down to that level and continue my talking to you guys. But you know, as I work, I see people all the time spending money on things that they really don't need, and it's just to keep up appearances' sake. They're doing it for the sake of, oh, look what I got. You know, you guys know I bought another Apple Watch recently. Now, I actually did need that. You know, it wasn't the lower end Apple Watch. It was the higher end Apple Watch. But I use this thing every day. I use it. Oh man, it's like the greatest thing. So even though it wasn't super cheap, the value I get out of it makes me feel good about the purchase. It wasn't something that I just bought for the sake of being flashy, because to me it's not really flashy. It's a smartwatch. But people still do that. They'll buy a smartwatch, they'll buy the upper echelon one just for the sake of saying that they have the top end model of said thing, and they're not going to in any way, shape, or form use all its capabilities. They just want to be able to say they got the new shiny thing. I got the watch. I did consider, so I was upgrading the watch, upgrading my phone too, the 16 Pro Max, and I continue to use my 14 Pro Max. You know why? I was like, it's still a great phone. There's nothing about the new phones coming out that just suddenly made my phone suck. my phone is still kick ass. Case in point, I have had on multiple videos, people ask me, what camera am I using? And I tell them the front-facing camera on my 14 Pro Max. And they are blown away by this, like, wow, your camera's really good. So that reinforces the decision that I already made, that I really didn't need to buy another one. It reinforces that. You know, I made the decision that I didn't want to get another one because this one was still good. And I obviously made the right call because people are impressed when I tell them it's a 14 Pro Max. Actually, they're impressed when I tell them it's a cell phone camera, period. So, yeah, that was the right move to make. So I'm out here at the mall. The mall is full of fancy, flashy stuff. Some of it I like, some of it not so much. And even though I could afford to just buy some things right now, I don't have any bags at the moment. I'm actually here to do a service, not here to shop. But not to say that I won't be back here later on or a different day to shop. I'm just not here to shop right now. But you guys get what I'm saying. Just because you can spend money on things doesn't mean that you should. And some people don't have the money to spend on things and they're still spending, which is, you know, going into debt on your credit cards and whatnot, which is certainly something that you do not want to do. People go buying stuff just to be able to flash and say they have it. They go buy the new phone to say they have it. They go buy some expensive designer bag just to say they have it. Some expensive designer shirts and shoes just to say they have it. They go buy these expensive cars just to say that they have it. And it's insane, man. Live within your means, not beyond your means. Because debt is not fun. Take it from me, somebody that's been there. I have been in debt. I have owed tens of thousands of dollars, and it was not fun. And you could be like, well, is buying stuff at the mall really gonna land me like that? That's where it starts. Once you get comfortable, once you break that discipline and you start spending money you really don't have, you start finding other ways to do it. You don't use creative thinking to figure out how you can afford certain things without going into debt. You certainly don't think of ways that you could pay down debts that you currently have. You start thinking of creative ways to buy more stuff that you really can't afford to begin with. That happened to me once. It's happened to other people that I know. That'll never happen to me again. I'm way past living like that, man. It's great to be able to come to a mall like this, see things that I like, and just have the willpower to be like, nah, I really don't want it. That Lions hoodie was dope. I could have went in there and bought it right now with y'all on here, and I could afford to get it. You know, I'd be able to spend that money, and I'm not going to be thinking about, oh, can I pay my bills and whatnot. But just because you have the money to do something does not mean that you should do it. So you guys, I say this from the bottom of my heart. Don't go into debt spending money to impress people. Don't go into debt trying to be flashy because ultimately no one cares. I'm wearing a sports jersey right now. This isn't super expensive, but it's not cheap. But nobody cares. To everybody's just a shirt. It's just a shirt with somebody's name on the back. You get what I'm saying? Whether I'm wearing this or where I'm just wearing some white Hanes tee, nobody cares. And I think that's the mentality that's becoming lost. Is just do you, maintain, stop trying to worry about being flashy and looking impressing people, looking impressive for people, and just do you, man. You know, learn to be comfortable in your skin. As I've said before, I mean, if you get fit and whatnot, you'll look good in anything. Just a plain white tee and some Levi's, you'll look good in that. The clothes don't make the man. The jewelry don't make the man. The car don't make the man. None of those things. Now, if you got everything going on, I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't enhance the image. But be in a position where you can afford these things to enhance the image. Don't be going broke trying to create an image that really doesn't exist. It's not you. It's not your life. Many of these people that you see on social media and stuff, man, they are broke. They are spending a ton of money to keep up an image to impress you, to lead you to believe they're living their best life when they stressed every day, all day on how to keep that front up. Let me tell you, I sleep good at night because I'm not trying to keep up some image. I sleep great at night because I'm not like, oh man, this bill is coming, that bill is coming. How am I going to juggle this and that and try to still maintain some image? You guys see what I do, man, every day. Y'all see I'm not out being flashy. You know, I'm not out trying to give some perfect life impression, traveling to Tulum and Hawaii and what is it, Barbados. Just not to say that I won't ever travel to those places. Of course I will. But I'm not trying to give y'all some jet setter image, you know, for you to like be envious of. Because that's what a lot of them try to do. They go broke trying to make you envy their lives. When in fact, their life is nothing to be envious of because they're just as broke as you may be. You may be in debt, swimming in debt, tens of thousands of dollars, and so are they. In a lot of cases, hundreds of thousands of debt. They're in more debt than you are. So their life isn't enviable. You're doing better than they are, and you don't even realize it. You don't even know it. So I'm going to leave it there, y'all. Appreciate y'all connecting with me. I'm going to get back to doing these steps. Leave me them comments. Let me know what y'all think. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.